We're back with another large tin. Well, so you would think. Inside this tin, there are 5 packs, which is something we've been seeing more lately with the larger tins. The regular sized tins. But this is a thin little boy. He's a thin boy. It's a really thin tin. And when I first saw this, my lady friend actually picked this up from Walmart, and she told me the price, and I was like, that shouldn't be right for one of these. Just as an example, here's a similarly shaped tin. So, I have random empty packs in here. Same shape, design of the tin, but much thicker. Like, this is just, a thinner tin. So I thought, there's only going to be a couple packs in this thing. No, there's 5. This is a regular tin, just less metal being used. Which is something odd for the Pokemon Company. They've always been big on larger packaging because it gets more shelf space. But I can see why they would want to do this. If you think about it, if you don't know, shelf space is a huge thing in retail. You want your product to take up a fair amount. That way it's seen by more people. And the more eyes you have on it is the more purchases that you have. But it makes sense why you would want to go thinner, even going forward in the future if they do this with more products. Because it's not taking up more shelf space as far as the eyes of the consumer are concerned, because it's depth, it's not width. So taking up that extra space is kind of pointless. But anyways, I know I'm going on a retail ramble here, but there's our Shield Doggo 10, and let's go ahead and look at what all is in this puppy. Get it? Because it's a dog. So we have a Rebel Clash, nice little set in my opinion, a second Rebel Clash, a Sword and Shield base set, a Sun and Moon base set, okay, and an XY Steam Siege. What? This thing is from 2020, so it's only well, I guess it's closer to a year old. It could be, around 2. But Steam Siege? How bad was this set that they're still packaging this into things to get rid of the extra stock? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to save our Sun and Moon for last, but I want to do that. I don't want to start off with that one either. We're going to start off with one of these Rebel Clashes and hope that we can get something good in here. Pull rates have gone down a little bit lately. It was great during my era of ETBs recently. There is the code card, Focus on her. And we do 1, 2, 3 to the front, get rid of the energy. Also, I know I said there. And a while back, I did a video where I said like 100 times, and so I made like a drinking game out of it. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to completely cut it out. I need to hook up like a Michael Reeves device that every time I say or it just zaps me. Anyways, we have Olina, Twin Energy, and Helios as all of the uncommons. Going to our commons, we have our little Litwick, which looks like he belongs to XY. It looks like older artwork. We have Lotad, Clefairy, Voltorb, looking very menacing. A Growlithe, favorite little puppy. We have a Colossal as the reverse. But on the end, we have... Okay, I'll take him. I have a Double V. This is a duplicate. But a pull is a pull, even if it isn't anything super astounding. I'm allowed to be excited over a Double V, okay? Okay, Magikarp? Yeah, every time I go to sit down and record one of these videos, I try to find another way to, position Magikarp and Greninja, and, I have them, fighting sometimes. And this time I was like, let's just hang him up there. Let's just keep him out of frame. I had to take his little stand off of him. Alright, let's go ahead and look at our promo. Pop this thing out. There's the code card for the entire thing if you want it. And there is our promo card, Zamazenta V. Is that how you pronounce it? Like Zamazenta? I think it's Zamazenta. I think is how it's pronounced. It's a very Japanese sounding name. But they're the best Pokemon names. I do like the heavy amount of the purple pink going on here. That's very cool. This slash is coming down from his paw. Does he really have paws? They look kind of bladed. But pretty cool. I definitely like the Sword Doggo more, but Shield Doggo has a place in my heart. Alright, let's continue on. Let's do our base set, Sword and Shield. I always say I like these base sets. I'm happy there's a Sun and Moon in here. That was surprising, but it was even more surprising to see an X and Y. I mean, sure, it's from Steam Siege, which I don't know the most about, but if I remember correctly, because I started my channel around Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield. If I remember correctly, Steam Siege is one of those sets that's kind of like Battle Styles today, where like pull rates were really low, or it was just value that was low, but all of those people didn't like it that much, and they had a massive overstock of it. So we have the Palpad, Kingler, and Rhydon as all of the uncommons. It's weird to think by today's standard that there was an overstock of a Pokemon set, but it occurred. It was a thing that happened. We have Choodle, we have Hop as a reverse, but on the end, we have a Lapras. No hit on this, baby. But it's cool. We still got a few more changes, despite the size of the tin kind of misconstruing that. You know what? We're not going to do Double Clash. We're going to hop into this Steam Siege. We're going to see what Steam Siege is all about. Actually, I think in some of my old videos, I remember not liking Steam Siege. Like, I think I mentioned that a few times. Like, I had bad pull rates, or I don't remember what it was. But I think I complained about it at one point, like everybody else. So, look at me, Mom. I'm a big YouTuber, too. I just happen to have dementia at the age of 26. I revealed the code card. I will blur it. God, I can't get this one open, man. Anyways, there is the code. Focus on it. And we do 1, 2, 3 to the front. And I'm pretty sure there's no energy in XY. So, we have Anorith. It has been a while since I've done XY, so I might do these ones a little bit slower. Actually, I have one of these as a print error. It's a crimp error. It's where they go to crimp the pack shut and they seal them shut with heat and pressure. It did it to the top of my Halucha card. It's actually the same one. It was literally sealed in the end of the pack. We have a Dewott. I always like that artwork, even if he's not really a favorite of mine. We have Marlil, Litleo, Rufflet doing his little sprint. Fungus, one of the toy artworks. We have Poniard at a pond, ironically enough. Xerneas as a reverse. Not the worst reverse to have. The worst reverse. I like that saying. I mean, rare reverses are always nice, but to get it as a legendary as well, that's a little cherry on top. But on the end, we have... Yeah, the code card was green. I have Audacity, which is like what I use to record my microphone, full screened on my computer over there. And I don't normally have it full screened. And out of the corner of my eye, I thought Audacity had closed, and I was just not recording audio. Anyways, let's do this Rebel Clash. You might have heard a motorcycle go by. The back road that I live on is where they actually go to do the driver's tests for people trying to get their license. So you would think that the cars around here would be a little bit easier on that road because, you know, we have a bunch of cops living back here. You have driver's ed students back here. No, they treat this back road as like the only place in the entire city where they are allowed to go 90 and a 30. We have 1, 2, 3 to the front, and this was Rebel Clash. We have an energy. And we have Karkle, Heatmore, and Zatu as all of the uncommons. Then, going back to another Litwick, we have a Lotad, another Clefairy, another Voltorb, another Growlithe. We're just getting a repeat pack. Can we repeat that double, maybe? We have a Gyarados as a reverse. And on the end, I mean, it's not quite a double V. It's more of a card I have like 200 of. But we have the Hollow Grimmsnarl. Super stoked, you know? Super great. But our last pack... We are going back to base set Sun and Moon. I still love this set. It's not up there with Cosmic Eclipse, which is still my all-time favorite, at least as far as the more modern-ish era of cards is concerned. It's not really modern, but, you know, it's not vintage either. But Cosmic Eclipse is by far my favorite, and I really need to get back to looking to trying and find products from Cosmic Eclipse. But we have Passamin passing the fruit. Is that a melon? Is that a coconut? We'll never know. We have Ligma and Spindas, all of the uncommons. Going on to our little sand castle, our knitted Poliwag. Skarmory, very imposing card. Morlul and Fomantis, followed up by a reverse Repel. And on the end, we're going to have a rainbow card. Hey, I wasn't that far off, okay? It's one part of the rainbow. He's got some blue in there as well. I wasn't far off when I said rainbow card. Alright, time for your end of video recap. Everything that was a reverse or better. We have the Gyarados, Xerneas, Colossal, Repel, and Hop as all of the reverses. Going on to our Hollow Grimmsnarl, our Dubwool V, And of course, the promo Zamazenta. God, I can't ever remember it. Shield Doggo. That's why I call them Sword Doggo and Shield Doggo. I can never remember their names or pronounce them quite right. I'm pretty sure the one was Zacian is how it's pronounced. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, give it a like. It still does stuff. Even though the dislike is gone, it still supports me and the video, and it lets me know that you liked the video. If you are already subscribed to the channel, thank you very much for being subscribed, and if you're not, consider hitting it and you will get an extra thank you at the end of a video, maybe one day. Thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.